Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little video for you to let you know if you were looking at buying pickups or anything from the Guitar Fetish website, it is a scam website. I bought 8 pickups from that website, 3 of which I bought mainly for the way they looked, and I put them on this guitar. As you can see, it looks really good. Everything goes together aesthetically, but the pickups, they didn't really sound that good. This pickup has the word crunchy in the name, and it's not even as crunchy as the really cheap shitty pickups that came with this guitar originally. This is like one of the most entry-level guitars there was when I first started playing guitar. This was a Yamaha Pacifica, so it was really cheap and shitty, and yet the pickups that I bought that should have been better weren't. And I thought, okay, well, if I put it through the right amps and effects pedals and everything, that should make up for it. And I really bought it for the aesthetic anyway, so I'll just deal with it. But then, in minimal playing, in just a number of weeks, I don't know if you can see, this starts to tarnish with minimal playing. And it's not like my pick is scraping against it. But I don't know if you can even see it, but it's starting to tarnish. And that's just over a few weeks, so even if you can't see it on the camera, you might be thinking, well, what's the big deal? The big deal is that it's going to keep getting worse over the upcoming months and years. So it's going to be needing to be replaced probably pretty soon. So that sucks, and I don't want to return it until it actually, does look bad, but by then I'm not going to be able to. And then 2 of the other pickups that I bought, I couldn't end up using. And it had nothing to do with the pickups. They were probably fine. I don't know. I didn't even try them. But I returned them and had to do so at my own expense. The company doesn't cover shipping costs ever, no matter how much you buy. Like, I bought almost $300 worth of stuff. I bought $250 plus worth of pickups, and then I still had to pay like $15, $20 for shipping. Right, so the whole order cost $271, which is kind of a lot just for pickups. But then I had to return these pickups at my own cost, and I didn't even receive a refund. Okay, and the company was saying that their refund policy states this is how it goes. And I'm like, okay, where is this refund policy listed? And they tell me where I should be able to find it on the website. It's not there. They say that it's on the bottom of every page as well. It's not, right? They said, like, you should be able to see at the bottom of the page of everything you bought. I go and I take screenshots showing that that's a fucking lie. That's not true at all, right? Then the other 3 pickups that I bought were supposed to go in this guitar, and then this one didn't even work. And you can see that this, and again, it looks really cool, and you can see what I'm trying to do here. 3 pickups that are similar, all lined up to look cool, right? But this one didn't even work, and then these 2 didn't even sound that good. Like, these are supposed to be the heaviest, the most metal pickups that these guys sell. Crunchy Rails, Power Rails, and Lil Killer. This one doesn't work, and then these 2 don't even sound that heavy. Again, they are much less heavy than the pickups that this guitar came with. I could keep these 2 and probably put them into a different guitar. This one obviously has to go back, but I still haven't received my refund from the last 2. And they're saying they need me to set up an account to get store credit. And I'm like, okay, well, these guys obviously don't make good products, so why would I want store credit? And it's fraud because they haven't actually said that on their website, as they are claiming. Right? And they want me to pay to send this non-working pickup back. First they said they wanted proof that it didn't work. And they said a video recording wouldn't have been enough because I could have installed it wrong. So I had to take it to a luthier. Right? So I took it to the luthier who tested it and wrote on my receipt that it didn't work, but they said that's not enough proof either. Right? They need a video of the luthier like hooking it up to a meter and showing it. My luthier says he doesn't have that kind of thing, and this shouldn't be the way this goes. Right? And so the company said, yeah, well, we'll take it back and we'll test it and make sure, but you have to pay for shipping. And I'm like, well, that's not how this ever goes. You don't ever have to pay for shipping when you receive a product that doesn't work, right? And they said, well, we'll reimburse you. And I'm like, but I still haven't received a refund from the last 2 things that I sent back, again, at my own expense. Right now, I'm out $100 as it is, and I don't want to keep paying when I'm not going to receive this money back, right? Like, it cost me like $12, $13 to ship those other 2 humbuckers back, right? So I'm out $100 for these 3 pickups plus that shipping cost. I'm not going to keep paying money that I'm probably not going to see back. Like, it looks like I'm never going to see any of this money back, right? You have got to send me a shipping label for this defective product. Under New York State law, you have got to return a defective product regardless of your return policy. But at that point, he just stonewalled me and stopped responding to my emails. And at that point, 2 months have gone by. And what's crazy too about their return policy that can't be found on their website, and they will only tell you about when you need to return something, is they say they only allow 7 days. If you want to get a return where you get your money back, no problem. You have to do that within 7 days, right? And they don't even say if that includes the shipping time, because if it doesn't, then you're screwed there, right? But also you're screwed because if you were to buy 8 pickups like I did, how long does that take to install? Even if I had been bringing each of them to my luthier takes a week for every job. on average, approximately. Like, he might take 5 days. He doesn't have a lot of business, right? But usually it's about a week. And so I'm sure it would have taken more than a week if I had brought all 3 guitars to my luthier. So I would have been screwed for that reason as well, even if I went to the professional. But because I'm trying to do it on my own, it took even longer. And every guitar had other issues that made it take longer. And then I had to do this whole process. So I had to file a chargeback with my credit card company. By the time I heard back, they also said it had been too long for them to do a chargeback because it had been over, 30 days or 60 days or whatever. So I've basically gotten screwed out of $100 by Guitar Fetish, and the rest of the products that do work that I'm stuck with now don't even work as good as the most entry-level, cheap, shitty humbuckers that you could possibly buy. All right, there's this one guitar, which is a Glary, that cost $95. It's like the cheapest playable guitar on the market, and the pickups in that thing are better than the pickups in any of these that I bought from Guitar Fetish. So Guitar Fetish is a definite scammer, and there's multiple ways they're scamming people. They've got this predatory return policy that doesn't give you enough time to even do the job and the shipping, and they say it's listed places on their website when it's nowhere to be found, and their products just suck. I mean, the one freaking thing starts getting tarnished immediately when it gets exposed to air. These other humbuckers, if they work at all, they are not as good as the most entry-level pickups that you could possibly find and the cheapest guitars available, right? It is just completely bogus, bootleg products that you're lucky if they work at all, and if they do, they're crap that's going to need to be replaced sooner rather than later. And if you want to try to do a return or exchange, they're going to try to screw you any way that they can, and there's so many ways that they can and are. So don't buy the pickups there, and I've also read other reviews online that say don't buy anything made out of wood on there because the wood will be all messed up. So basically, don't buy anything from Guitar Fetish. It's a scam website, right? So protect yourself, because with something like this, with a project like this that takes time, you may not even be able to do a chargeback, as I found, right? It may take too long for you to even be able to dispute the charges and get help from your bank or your card company. So you just have to avoid Guitar Fetish. Don't be seduced by their prices, because their prices are low because it's a scam.